Hello, everyone. Thank you, Next Genius Scholars, for tuning in to another Gettysburg College session today. My name is Kate Guy, Senior Assistant Director of International Admission, and today we are going to dive into one of our most popular majors here on campus, economics. And I'm thankful to be joined today by our department chair, Professor Linus Newell, and he will be talking to us today about everything regarding the economics major, some future trends, career opportunities, as well as what makes our major distinct. So thank you again, Linus, for joining in today. Could you tell us a little bit about how the undergraduate program is structured and what courses do students take throughout their 4 years here?
Thank you, Kate. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do this for our prospective students. So in the economics department, we have two majors. We have a Bachelor of Arts and we have a Bachelor of Science. As to the courses that students take in these two majors, for the Bachelor of Arts, students typically start with the principles classes. So they take principles of microeconomics, they take principles of macroeconomics. And later on, I know you're going to talk about the trends. One of the trends we are seeing in the major is that we are increasingly having students who come in with the principles of microeconomics, principles of macroeconomics. And so they dive into intermediate microeconomics, intermediate macroeconomics, which is the next set of courses that they will take. So once a student has completed the principles classes, the next set of core classes they take, there are 5 of them in number. I mentioned intermediate microeconomics, intermediate macroeconomics. They will take business and economic statistics. They will take econometrics, and then they will take history of economic thought and analysis. So those are the 5 set of classes that they will take after finishing the principles classes. And then they also follow that up with a set of electives. That is, for the Bachelor of Arts students, they will take 3 additional econ electives. 2 of them have to be at the 300 level, and then 1 of them can be at the 200 level. And then the last class that they would take in that major would be their capstone. I should mention that the Bachelor of Arts degree has a math requirement, a calculus requirement. So they will take this calculus class in the math department, not in the economics department. With respect to Bachelor of Science students, they start similarly. So they have to complete the principles of principles of macroeconomics. And then in addition to the 5 classes I mentioned earlier, they have to add advanced econometrics, right? So they take intermediate micro, intermediate macro, and then they take econometrics, which we call 350, econ 350, and then they take history of economic thought and analysis. They take the business statistics, and then they take advanced econometrics. That's an additional class that Bachelor of Science students take that Bachelor of Arts students don't have to take. And then they also have to take 2 sets of electives. One is within economics. For them, they take just 2 rather than 3 compared to Bachelor of Arts students. And one of them has to be at the 300 level. The other one can be at the 200 level. The other thing that, or the other set of courses that Bachelor of Science students take that Bachelor of Arts students don't have to take would be courses in the math department. That's what makes it mathematical economics. So it has a set of core economics classes, then it has a set of core math classes, and this would include courses like differential equations, real analysis, probability and statistics. They also have to take classes in computing, so they have a chance to take a class in computer science, data science, and there is a set of electives that students in both majors can share, and it's a long list of them, right? So we offer courses in economic development, we offer courses in finance, we offer courses in energy, we offer courses in monetary policy, economics and gender, we offer courses in public economics, advanced macroeconomics, game theory. It's a long list that they have lots of options on that list for them to be able to explore. And we don't offer all of these courses the same year. Typically, we alternate so that students who are here over 4 years have a chance to take courses that they like on that particular list. I should mention that we have a study abroad program at Gettysburg College that we encourage students to participate in. Students can take courses abroad that would count towards the major as well.
And what country is that study abroad program in?
So we have a series of places where students can go. For the Math Econ and even the BA Econ, there are very specific places we encourage students to target because that's where they have a lot of courses that they could bring back here. England is a top destination for our majors, right? Lancaster. Australia is one as well. Denmark was one. I'm not quite sure it's available at the moment, but there are other options that I think the college is exploring so that students can go abroad and be able to bring back courses in the major. And I think, yeah,
that's a lot of options.
yeah.
So yeah, economics is definitely a major that thrives in the liberal arts and sciences. I mean, as you were saying, you're taking so many different courses in the major, but then it also applies to other areas that you might be pursuing.
Right.
So with that, us being a liberal arts and science college, what are some skills a student should develop during high school to excel in this major, particularly on our campus?
Right. So what I can say in terms of the skills that students can accumulate in high school that would advance their ability to be successful in economics is one, curiosity, really. That's a top skill. Just when I went into economics, my top goal, when people ask me why did you choose economics, I just wanted to know more about the world, right? I wanted to learn more, be able to understand what the world around me. So I would say curiosity is something that people undervalue, but it's extremely important. But there is also the other component, which I don't want to mislead prospective students into thinking that's all you need. Economics is highly quantitative, so I strongly encourage students in high school to take at least a calculus class, right? Even if it's just to try it out, just try it out because that's going to serve you when you end up in economics. Economics is not all quantitative. You can do very well in economics without a quantitative background, but it serves you well if you have that background.
Absolutely. So a lot of opportunity, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are some career opportunities that you see students obtaining after they graduate from Gettysburg College?
Right. So our students, when they leave here, they go into various parts of the economy or society in general. So they pick up jobs in government sector, they pick up jobs in the private sector. We have had our graduates go into government agencies like Department of Justice, Environmental Protection Agency, Bureau of Labor Statistics. Those are all areas where our students have ended up in government. There's a lot more. And for the private sector, over the last few years, we've seen that students end up a lot in finance, right? They pick up jobs in banks like Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, T. Rowe Price, Bank of America. Those are just a few examples where our students have ended up, especially students with the Bachelor of Science in Mathematical Economics. The original goal of this major was to help them prepare for graduate school, but it turned out that it prepares them very well for the financial sector, which is something we appreciate.
Fantastic. And what are some future trends that we might see with this major on campus too?
Right. So at the moment, we are hoping to develop a new major, the finance major, and if this is successful, this is going to add more options in terms of courses for students in either the Bachelor of Arts track or Bachelor of Science degree in economics. And so we are really hoping that that's going to pass, and then we offer more courses for our students. The other thing we are seeing is we are increasingly we've seen a rise in the number of in the economics majors over the last few years, and we think that trend is going to continue. Part of the reason is simply what I said earlier. If you look at changes that are going on around the world, a lot of people think economics can help them understand better, and I think that is very true, right? So the major is going to continue to grow, I think, in the coming years. And something that I mentioned earlier, which I should emphasize here, is we increasingly see students taking classes in high school that would prepare them for this major. And I think we're going to see more of that. What that does, though, is that it enables them to pick up double majors and many minors, which is something we have seen, right? So I think we will continue to see students do that in the future, which I encourage.
Yeah. No, awesome. Yeah, about 50% of our students on campus double majors. So we see
Exactly,
a lot of
exactly.
great combinations.
Yes,
So you
yes,
can do a lot with economics on campus here at Gettysburg College.
yes.
Yeah, so
Agree.
thank you so much for all the information that you've provided about the economics major here on campus. Next Genius Scholars, we hope to see you in some of our classrooms here, taking economics and learning about the world through a variety of different mediums, both quantitative and qualitative here on our campus. So thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for the opportunity.